What's going on, everybody? What is going on? It is Sega Man back on deck. I want to welcome everybody to the show. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. And I also appreciate the chat, man. The chat is like, you know what I'm saying? They are just phenomenal out here in the Xbox gaming community. So I want to give a round of applause to them. A round of applause to the true Xbox family and the Xbox true gamers out there. Give them a round of applause. So good, you guys are stuck with us, and that's really awesome. That's really awesome. So yeah. So guys, yeah, I wanted to come in and wanted to get some talk about some things that have been happening lately. I'm not going to invite nobody in right now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a podcast maybe later on in the week. I just been busy, guys. I said I was gonna do one before. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna put everybody up on the screen here real quick. Everybody, Adidas 20, Toolman, my brother Toolman, it always sticks with me, man. He always supports me from day one. Toolman, Adidas, my brother, Others Inc. You know, these brothers are really stuck with me, man. You know what I mean? They have done podcasts with me and everything, and have stuck with me, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to be the lone wolf. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I mean? So big shouts out to all you guys. Saying what's up to the Xbox family out there. Strong number one. And I have a picture here of Sarah Bond on the screen, and we're gonna talk about in a minute. Zinc, I'm sorry, brother. I had to put your I had to put your girl on the screen. You know, that's Zink's girlfriend. You know what I mean? That's Zink's girl right there. You know what I mean? Miss Sarah Bond. But yeah, brothers, we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it. What's going on out here, and how I really feel about the Halo thing, and something that I think is really ignorant and mean that somebody has said out here about Sarah Bond. Yes, and I'm gonna call this dude out. He needs to be restrained. You know what I mean? Because I mean, this is, you guys want a console war, on the Sony PlayStation side, the Sony troll side, but you don't need to be involving people that are of importance, that is out here, that is really trying to work hard and make gaming better for us on Xbox at the end of the day. Yeah, and we're going to talk about him, you know what I mean? Because he really needs to be, this dude really needs to be called out, because he took it too far with what he said. I listened to Gamster's video. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. I listened to what Gamester said on his video. Shouts out to Gamester81. Shouts out to VG Fight School. Big shouts out to these guys out here putting out work out here. Big shouts out to them. You know what I mean? But guys, first and foremost, man, let me get everybody up on screen here. I'm going to read the chat first, and then we're going to get into it. That's the right thing to do. Adidas 20, what's up, man? Good morning and salute. He says to me and Adidas, we were actually talking yesterday on kind of on Xbox. I was showing him some of the OG Sega Saturn games I have. I took pictures of my Sega Saturn games, and I showed him a little bit of my collection I have of Sega Genesis. He's a big Sega Saturn fan. So big shouts out to brother Adidas 20. Big shouts out to you, brother. Salute to you, my man. Salute to you. And he was just blown away, by my collection that I have. And I'm really humble for that, brother. I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody in here that comes and rocks out with your boy Sega, man. A big shout out to my brother, Others Inc. You know what I mean? Big shout out to my brother, Others Inc., man. I used to call him Outer Zinc. They used to tease me about Zinc. I used to call him like the Outer Limits, Outer Zinc. You know what I mean? Outer Limits is one of my all-time favorite shows. I still watch today. I actually collect it. I got the collections of the old G1 and the black and white one, and the newer ones that came out in the I think it came out in the late 90s into the 2000s. So that's actually considered retro now. So one of my favorite shows. What's up to my brother, Mr. Toolman? We be playing a lot of Gears of War together. Maybe we'll play sometime this week, Toolman, if I'm not busy, brother. If you're on, I'll invite you and see if Zink maybe can come on for a little bit, play a little Horde on Gears 5. Maybe we can get together to do that. Maybe we get some of the other brothers out here that join us in the chat to come and join us and play over live and play some Gears, man. I love Gears. That's my favorite game. Everybody giving a shout out. Retro Fusion, what's up, brother? Long time no see. Retro Fusion you've been doing some videos out here. Big shouts out to you, man. I hope you have a great Halloween with your family. Hope you have a great Halloween holiday with your family. So it's good to see you, Retro Fusion, man. Thank you for coming and rocking out with me today, brother. I'm not going to be on here too long, guys. Not too long. You know, everybody's making their podcasts is saying how they feel. I've listened to everybody. I listened to Brother Unlimited Productions. I'm listening to like Gamester, all these guys. I've listened to my brother Hebot. Big shout out to my brother Hebot. He's a little down in the weather right now, but he did a great video in his car about how he feels about certain things. Big shout out to my brother Sega Forever. We did a podcast the other night, me, him, and Hebot. So big shouts out to our Hawaiian brother, Xbox brother, Sega Forever with the Wrecking Crew podcast. You know, big shouts out to him. You know what I mean? So I've been listening, guys, to a lot of just a lot of stuff going on out here. Let me put all the brothers up here before we get into chopping up game on the Xbox Forever little podcast today. Because I am Xbox Forever. I don't care what happens. You know what I mean? I'm Xbox Forever. And we're going to get into what they're saying out there. You know, what they're trying to do, guys, is they're trying to make Xbox, the true Xbox guys, mad. There's ones out there that are weak, that are going to get mad, yell, and scream. You know what I mean? Because they're not confident about their brand. I have to get back to work. I will listen later. Have a great show, Sega Man. Thank you, Others Inc. Have a good day working, brother. I hope you and your family are well. I hope you guys have a great Halloween. I'll be passing out Halloween candy like I do every year with my wife. You know what I mean? To the kiddies. You know, so, yeah, man, I'll see you later, brother. I'll see you later. Retro Fusion says PlayStation fanboys have no limits. No, they don't, Retro. They don't, Retro Fusion. They don't, man. You know, and hey, you know what? Like I said, we're gonna really get into this. And Toolman says, "Sound good, brother." Retro Fusion. Let me read Retro Fusion again. Don't mind my Nintendo, dude. Listen, Retro. Let me tell you from the door, brother. Retro Fusion says, "Don't mind my Nintendo fanboying. You know, I still love Xbox, brother." Listen, if you said you loved PlayStation, right, and you were a fanboy of PlayStation, I'm not gonna discredit you at all, brother. At the end of the day, Retro Fusion, you're a gamer. It doesn't matter if you like you're a Nintendo fanboying out. It doesn't matter if you're an Xbox fanboy or PlayStation. You play games, not companies. All right, and that at the end of the day is what everybody that's a true gamer should be doing. All right, our brother B Shadows said that a long time ago. Shouts out to B Shadows. I don't know what happened to B Shadows. People say different things, but he used to come out here and he used to say, play games, not companies. And at the end of the day, way back when he made his videos and he said that was just 100% facts. All right? Play games, not companies. You can have a favorite system. All right? My favorite system is the Xbox and the Xbox ecosystem, okay? I like Microsoft. I like Xbox, okay? But at the end of the day, I'm a gamer at heart, and I play on everything. I play on my Nintendo Switch. I play on my PS4. I'll go back and play on my Sega Saturn. I'll go back and play on my Sega Dreamcast, my Sega Genesis, my TurboGrafx 16, my 3DO, my ColecoVision, my 2 Atari Lynxes that I have, my Sega Master System. So whatever I have and whatever I like playing on, that's what I'll play on. You know what I mean? If I'm really feeling nostalgic, I break out my OG systems like the 32X. You know, I have a Super NES. I have an N64. I have a regular Nintendo. I have all the systems, brother. So nobody out here can tell Sega Man nothing. Nothing, bro. Nothing. Okay? I have all the OG systems, and I have the systems of today. No, I don't have a PS5. I don't have a use for a PS5, in my opinion. Sorry, I just don't. You know what I mean? I have a PS4, and that's as far as I'm going. I'm not going to buy a PS5. I don't need to buy a PS5. I really don't. There's nothing on there that I really need to play, honestly, that I can't play on my Xbox, to be honest with you, when it comes to third party. Okay, remember, Sony is a third-party publisher. Whether people don't want to believe it or not, they are. They put their games on PC, and their games are coming to Xbox. So we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that. So Retro Fusion, brother, you are always welcome here, man. You can be rocking out PlayStation, or Nintendo or whatever, brother. It doesn't matter. As long as you're a true gamer and you come and you spit facts on here and you're talking about gaming positively, what you like about Nintendo, it's all good over here, bro, at the end of the day. You know, so guys, brothers, let's get into it. Let's get into it. First of all, let's get into it, man. And I want you guys to give your opinion in the chat. I want everybody, like Toolman, everybody that's in the chat, I want you to give your true opinions on what to me in the chat on what you think about the topics that we're going to talk about today. Okay, and I want to give also a big shout out to my brother. I gotta stop forgetting my brother, DJ Tuckmaster. Big shouts out to Tuckmaster. I think I'm actually gonna call him today and see how he's doing. So big shouts out to DJ Tuckmaster, my good brother that's always rocked out with me. Big shouts out to him and the rest of our crew. E-Rock, everybody, the rest of our crew, man. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Now the news that came out was about Halo Combat Evolve going to PlayStation. Okay, and did you know there's people on here that are actually saying that that's the worst Halo? Can you believe that, guys? They're saying that it's the first Halo is the worst Halo. Really? Do you play Xbox games? Seriously? That's what put Xbox, honestly, on the map was Halo Combat Evolve. Oh, and Dead or Alive 3, I should say, when the OG came out. Why would you say that it's the worst? It's not the worst Halo. It's the classic, great Halo. The first Halo was awesome. Very awesome. The first Halo was very awesome. It was something new and fresh. A sci-fi shooter that came out on the original OG Xbox. Pay homage to the true game of Halo with Halo Combat Evolved, which was awesome. That was an awesome game. Let me put my camera on for a minute. My favorite Halo, let me show you guys real quick, and just real quick. This is actually the original Halo in the metal tin that didn't rust, where they had gotten sued over it. It's in mint condition here that I have. I'll put my camera on super quick so you guys can see this. Let me see if it comes on. Might not come on. Oh boy, I don't think I can get it on. Let me see. I don't know. I don't think I can get it on, guys. I can't get it on. I don't know if there's something going on with. I was going to show you it. I don't know if there's something going on right now with the StreamYard right now. But I was going to show you it. My favorite Halo is Halo 2. Okay. Now, with this going on to PlayStation, there's a lot of rhetoric out here. There's a lot of rhetoric about it going on out here. There's people that are pretty pissed off and pretty mad that Halo is going on to PlayStation. Okay? They can be mad about it. Okay? Everybody's opinion. If some are mad about it, that's fine. There's nothing, honestly, guys, that you can do to change their minds. There is going to be people that are going to be pissed because Halo went on to there it is. So let me show you guys real quick. This is my favorite Halo, right? Halo 2. It's in the metal tin because later on they remade these metal tins and they rusted. This is the real one that doesn't rust, okay? There's ones out there that I've seen that are real bad and rust. But this is the original Halo 2, okay? Right? Check that out, man. That artwork on there. The limited collector's edition, all right? In very mint condition. Everything's in there, all right? Everything's in there in the Halo 2 with the slip cover. Now, like I said, there was another version that actually came out and it actually rusted. I seen it. You know what I mean? I actually seen that. And I'm like, wow, man, mine has no dents, no anything. But this is my favorite Halo is Halo 2. So guys, you know, there's people out here that are mad and upset because PlayStation guys are getting Halo. But the thing is that they're not going to be, there's no multiplayer on there. You see, I keep saying this and I'm going to say it over and over again. Whether we like it or not, and people are starting to realize what I'm saying in my videos and on my podcast. I told you from the giddy up in the beginning that Xbox is playing chess. They know exactly what they're doing. Okay? They're a business. What's up, Emmanuel A1? My big brother. I did a podcast with him a long time ago. It was fun. It was a classic, man, with brother Emmanuel A1. Xbox is playing chess right now. Okay? Listen, I'm going to tell you my true opinion. Okay, about this, and this is going to ring a bell back in their big pony heads. I thought you guys didn't like old games. I thought you guys said there's no use for old games. Halo Combat Evolve is 25 years old. I thought you guys didn't like old games, but you're out here praising Halo Combat Evolve coming to PlayStation 5 like it's a brand new game, like you've never seen it before. This is how I told you guys that these Sony PlayStation trolls are in denial. What's the one brother's name that always laughs like this? And he got on like some golf shorts and gets up and act like he's doing like exercise in his chair, right? And he puts on these he looks goofy in his hats. You know what I mean? You know, and he did a video on it, okay? Like Halo was just brand new for the PlayStation 5, and it was never on the Xbox, just the way he was acting. Oh, man, did you see the way the cannon blew up and the smoke? Oh, man, look at the great graphics in the water. Oh, man, look at the hills, man. Oh, my God, these graphics are awesome. Oh, my God. Like, Halo was brand new. But let me refresh your memories, guys. I thought you said that nobody likes old games. That nobody likes playing old. And also, I thought Xbox had no games. Right? Xbox got no games. Xbox is dead. Right? Why are you praising a 25-year-old ass game that we've played over and over again? I got Halo Combat Evolved, the original. I got the one that they remade on the 360. I got the Master Chief Collection. I have them all. Because I'm a diehard Xbox fan and I like Halo. My favorite is Gears, but I like Halo. But I thought you guys said that you don't like who likes to play old games and that we don't have any games to play. But yet you guys are over here trying to make Xbox guys be ass hurt and mad when you're the ones that came out here and said that Xbox has no games and nobody wants to play old games. But guess what? You're playing a 25-year-old game that you're going to pay full price for, that's going to come right back over to the Xbox ecosystem and bring us more games. And we might possibly get the newer looking version of Halo Combat Evolved for free and not have to pay for anything. What's up, my brother, Slick Slayer, that is on deck? Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you, man. So I'm trying to understand. Please make me understand. Make Sega Man understand. You got Reforge Gaming out here, MBG, I think his name's MBG, the crying and whining. The Xbox is dead. Why is everybody coming after me? I'm just out here saying what's going on out here in Reddit. Because he reads stuff from Reddit. You can't believe nothing that Reddit says at all. Okay? Like I said, these guys are in denial. You know what I mean? They're nothing but trolls. That is it. They're not even true gamers. Then you got Porter Roach that doesn't even own an Xbox. But he has yet to always have Xbox in his mouth. Every single time. You can't make this stuff up, guys. You can't make this stuff up. Like I said before, you guys can't damage control this. I thought you said you didn't like Halo back in the day, or it sucked, or who likes to play old games. But you guys are playing our old games and you're paying full price for it. You're paying full price for it. And that money just comes right back. Oh, you get a little percentage, but most of that percentage of that money comes right back to where? The Xbox ecosystem, right? And it brings us more games. Let me read the chat real quick. Let me catch up with the chat because I don't want to get too far while I'm out here preaching. So we got Retro Fusion saying OG Halo may be dated, but it's not the worst. When you take into account its age, and I think Halo 4 may be the worst. And that's brother Retro Fusion's opinion about Halo, and he's right. The first one is not the worst game. Okay, we got Emmanuel Williams say Sega man holding it down. What's up, my brother? He says absolutely. And then Retro Fusion says PlayStation has no no games. That's why they praise Halo. They'll finally have something worth playing. And you know what? 100% facts from brother Retro Fusion, man. We got Slick Slayer on deck saying what's up, saying good morning, shouting people out. Our brother Slick Slayer in the building. That's what I'm saying, guys. And let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? If they had multiplayer on Halo Combat Evolve, on Halo, on PlayStation 5, who's going to desecrate them? Who's going to desecrate them, right? Who's going to desecrate them in Slayer? Us. We will destroy them. Destroy them. Look, they were playing Gears of War Reloaded, getting slaughtered. They were getting slaughtered by who? The Xbox and PC community. They were getting slaughtered. They don't even know how. They're not shooters, guys. They don't know how to play shooter. They just don't. Look, they have that Call of Duty, and that's fine. But those guys will get slaughtered. Slaughtered. We are the best at Gears. We are the best at Halo. We are the best at Call of Duty. I don't care what anybody says. The Xbox brethren are the best at all the shooter games. Halo, Call of Duty, Gears of War, all the games. We are the best. We are known for the shooter box, the shooter bros, the shooter box. That's what we are. Okay? We are. We play other games and finish other games that likes other games. But at the end of the day, when it comes to shooters, we are the best. Helldivers 2 as well, just like Slick Slayer said. And that's a game that came from you guys. That's a game that came from the PlayStation side, right, brothers? It came from them. We're whipping their ass on that too. So I thought at the end of the day that you guys didn't like playing old games. But see, here's the thing, guys. They won't answer none of that. They won't answer nothing that I'm talking about. They won't. Halo 3 is the worst in the series. Our brother Emmanuel 1 said. Brother Slick Slayer said Helldivers 2 as well. Emmanuel 1 saying what's up to Slayer. Everybody's shouting everybody out. That's what's good about us too on the Xbox side. We show respect to each other. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We show respect to each other, man. All the time. Retro Fusion. That PS controller is terrible for shooters. Listen, guys, let me tell you guys this real quick. Where's it at? I'm playing this right now on PlayStation 4. Okay? I'm almost done with it. I got it from the library. Let me see if my camera comes back on. Let me show you guys what I'm playing. It's an old game for PS4. Okay? Detroit Become Human. You guys see that? Detroit Become Human. I'm playing that right now. Okay? I'm actually playing that right now, and I'm almost done with it. I'm playing that right now. Okay? I've beaten The Last of Us 1. I've beaten The Last of Us 2. I did reviews on those games. The shooting mechanics in PlayStation games are terrible. They're terrible. With this controller, okay? With this controller, all right? Let me show so people don't think I'm faking, that I don't have anything. Okay, with this controller, see it? With this controller, the PS4 controller, okay? The shooting games are terrible. They're horrible. They're horrible. And I'm an Xbox dude, and I beat more games than you guys do on the PlayStation side. You're too busy playing free-to-play games and paying for microtransactions. I beat The Last of Us 2, The Last of Us 1 remake. I'm getting ready to beat Detroit. I got another game I'm playing from you guys called Days Gone. That was free from the library. I didn't pay for these whatsoever. You know what I mean? I play games. Okay? And then I'm going to do my honest opinion on what I think about these games. And you can't say nothing to me. I'm giving you my honest opinions. You don't have to like it, but I'm going to give you my honest opinions about your games that say that greatness is await and that they're the best game since sliced bread. I'm going to give you my honest opinion on them when I'm done with them. I am. And that's what I'm going to do from now on. If there's any kind of games on PlayStation that interest me, I'm going to beat your games that you don't beat, and then I'm going to do an honest review on it and give you my honest opinion. All right? Because I play games, not companies. You know what I mean? Look at that stack behind my brother Sega Man. I know you're catching that. Oh yeah, man. I have a lot, brother. You know I do, man. I'm a game connoisseur, brother. You know, 108's Dragon. That brother too. That dude has everything. I can't mess with him at all. And so this brother he bought. He has his kids and them combined, they have everything. So big shots out to them gaming brothers. You know what I mean? So let's get back into it, guys. Let's get back into it. So in 2026, they're going to be getting Halo Combat Evolved. And how much you want to make a bet that game don't sell well over there? The best game that sold well over on the PlayStation side is Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 6 is going to outsell anything out there. It's going to. I even think it's going to outsell Wolverine over there. And I think Wolverine's going to be a timed exclusive, in my opinion. I think it's going to come to the Xbox ecosystem and PC. You know what I mean? I really believe that. And, I heard from my brother, I think Emmanuel said that the Last of Us may come out on the Xbox. What's up, Dave C? Dave Cohen in the house, man. Another great brother. It's good to see you out here, man. It's good to see you out here in these gaming streets, brother. The Xbox gaming streets. He said that those games will probably come out on the Xbox. The Last of Us. And guess what, guys? Guess what I'm going to do? If The Last of Us games come out on the Xbox, digitally or physically, to rub it in your face, I'm going to buy them. Because they're on my preferred console. I'm going to buy them. And I'm going to play them again. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion again on both games. Because I play games, not companies. Like Brother B Shadows used to say. Okay? So, what's up, brother? Let me read my brother Toolman said. Shout out to Emmanuel. What's up, Dave? What Xbox does well is powerful consoles and in the ecosystem where people can play games everywhere, and the backlog is another reason it's a great brand, which is true. And let's talk real quick about the Xbox Rogue Ally. I'm so sick and tired of you dumb jackasses out here saying that it's not an Xbox. It is an Xbox. Whether you like it or not, it's an Xbox. It has the Xbox emblem on it. It represents Xbox. When you hold it like they said, the people that have it, it's like holding an Xbox controller. It is an Xbox. Whether you like it or not. They want to call it something different. It's a handheld PC. It's not an Xbox. It's a handheld PC. Well, I guess the Steam Deck is also a handheld PC, right? But you don't call it that. You call it the Steam Deck. You don't call it a handheld PC. You don't. The only reason why you're calling it a handheld PC is because you hate to see that Xbox emblem that fires that bad boy up on an Xbox Rogue Ally X. You hate it that we can play your games, that we could play your goddamn games on a handheld Xbox, which is the Xbox Rogue LIX. We can play. I think they said, brother, man, what's his name? Man, I gotta remember his name, because if I don't, I'm gonna be mad at myself. Oh man, our brother from the XWO I think he has one. They said he played God of War on it, and he's playing something else on it. Man, what's my brother's name? I can't remember his name right now. VG Fight School? No, it's the brother that our brother that rocks out with XWO with 100. Man, what's his name? Man, Livewire. That's right. There you go, Livewire. My brother Six Layer said it for me. I heard he's playing PlayStation games on it, on the Xbox Rogue LIX. I think it was God of War, and I think he was playing something else on there. I was hearing out here in the gaming streets, brother. That's the real reason why they're mad, you know. And everything, if you whether you like it or not, everything is an Xbox. It's everywhere. I can play it on my Fire Stick, right? I got the Fire Stick, the 4K Fire Stick that I can actually plug in into my 4K TV right now, right? And I can play Xbox on it when I hook up a controller. I can play Xbox on my PC. I can play Xbox on my phone. If I buy Xbox Rogue Ally X, it's right there on the go. You know what I mean? And I could. And the sad part is I could play your games on there. I don't need to buy your system. I could play your Gods of Wars. I think it was Uncharted he was playing on there, Brother Slayer, that Livewire was playing. And that and God of War, I believe, on the Xbox Rogue Ally X. You know, and that's a bad looking sweet machine, bro. I don't care what anybody says. That black one is nice. It's very nice. Now I like the white one because it's a little cheaper. It's an entry foreman if you want to get into the handheld. I would rather go with that. It's more affordable. Okay. But it's a beautiful piece of tech, man. It's beautiful. You know, and they hate on it so bad, guys. So bad because it has the Xbox emblem on it. That's why they hate it. It's a handheld PC. It's a handheld piece. That's all it is. They're that butthurt about that because it has Xbox on it. Can you believe how far they'll go, guys, to fight over these plastic boxes? They're still in denial. Listen to some of those guys over there. They want Xbox to be dead and gone so bad because now the nail's in the coffin, guy. Now that Halo's over there, that was the last nail in the coffin for them. Yep, they're definitely dead. Now that we got Halo Combat Evolved, yep, Xbox is definitely dead. But that doesn't mean you can't play Xbox on the PlayStation, that you can't play the games over here. And that's why I think a lot of Xbox guys are going to go out and buy PlayStations. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Are you out of your rabbit ass mind? We're not going to go out and buy a PlayStation 5 to play our games that are already over here. That sounds pretty stupid. We're not going to go out and do that. And I'm not saying that there's not Xbox brothers out here that don't own PlayStation 5s. That's fine. They're in my chat right now. I know the brothers in here own PlayStation 5s. I don't need to say who they are. I know who they are. And I know that they own PlayStation 5s. I know they do. Dave said, well, the Rogue Ally X Xbox app and Xbox Game Pass effectively making it an Xbox handheld, officially making it an Xbox handheld. PC, why are we acting like it needs to be anything more? Because because they're ignorant, Dave. Out here in the gaming community, brother, they're very ignorant, man. They said it was going to be dead on arrival, that it wasn't going to do good. It already sold out. I think brother 100 is on back order, but he's going to have one coming, I believe. If they were dead on arrival and they weren't selling good, why are they sold out? Why are they sold out? Because people want the handheld Xbox. It's a handheld Xbox. It's an Xbox. Okay, it's not a handheld PC. They could say whatever they want because they're butthurt because because it's an Xbox handheld and that we could play PlayStation games on it. That's what that's all about. That's what that's all about, guys. You know what I mean? That's what that's definitely all about. Look, I wanted to let you guys know I've been playing games. So before I get into the thing with Sarah Bond, guys, and us talking more about other things, I've been playing a lot of games on my Xbox. So the Xbox games that I've beaten, guys, let me tell you the games that I've beaten. This morning, I actually beat Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm done. I beat it. It's done. I beat that. I also beat it, actually, a day after it came out, I beat it. Keeper. I beat that too. That sweet Double Fine game that is awesome graphics, awesome art style, awesome gameplay, very smooth, buttery gameplay in Keeper. You're doing yourself this favor if you don't play that game. And I'm also going to actually write Double Fine on their website and tell them how much I loved and enjoyed their game. I'm also playing right now Power Washer 2. I'm also playing right now Bounty Star. Evil West is in there. Like the Keeper, like I said, is in there. You got Pacific Drive. I tried that game. The Grinch is in here. I'm playing that. The Christmas Grinch. There are so many games that have dropped in Game Pass last week that it's unbelievable. Our backlog is unbelievable. You cannot say that for the PlayStation side. We got Hogwarts Legacy that dropped in there. Okay, we got the Stellar, the new Allies. We got Supermarket Simulator if you want to play that. I think there's a game on here that looks cool called Sophia. We got the Monopoly games in here if you want to play with your family. I mean, we got so many games that have dropped in. The Rabbits of Legends party game I played. That's actually funny. I like playing that, man, for a chill game. So there's just so many games that we have in here with Ultimate Game Pass. And that's another thing. They want to try to destroy Xbox and say, well, Xbox is really dead now because they raised the price of Game Pass to this. And I can't believe they did that. That's really terrible what they did. But let me tell you something. It's worth it. It's worth the $30. First of all, PlayStation doesn't offer you anything in their so-called, is it PlayStation Spartacus? Isn't that like in the garbage now? Or PlayStation Plus? They can't offer you what we can offer you over here with Xbox. They just can't. Even if Game Pass went up, you're still getting the best value for your buck over here. They have to pay full price for Ninja Gaiden 4. We don't. They have to pay full price for these other games that are on here. I think do they get Power Washer and Bounty Hunter? I don't know if those are exclusive. I'm not sure. But if those games go over there, they have to pay full price, guys. We don't. We also have an ecosystem which is cool where you can get Xbox points to buy games, and the points of the points that you get actually went up. So if you're doing if you go on the app and you're doing like the questionnaires and different things like that, and you're doing all the things that you have to do in the Xbox Game Pass thing, they went up. The points went up. The points went up. So you're getting more points for when you complete things that you have to do. You're getting more points. You know, you're getting more points, man, which is awesome. You know, when you're playing like the like when you do it in the morning, like when you do like the tasks that you have to do, like play a game on PC, play a game on your console, you know, use your Xbox app, weekly PC bonus. That's 260 points. Let's break it down. Let's break it down real quick for you in real time. If you tap and play the Joel game, that's 10 points. That used to be 5. If you play a PC game, that's 20 points. I think that used to be 10. If you play a game on console, 20 points. If you use your Xbox app, just turning it on every morning, it's 24 points every day, 24 points. Weekly PC bonus, 260 points. All right? Play weekly console bonus, 260 points. Play a game on Game Pass, right? That's 20 points. And then you got the Game Pass weekly streak. So if you do the streaks, there's bonuses in that too, where you get rewarded 320 points, 80 points. And the 7th day, you get 300 plus points. Is PlayStation offering you that? Is Nintendo offering you anything like that? Oh, and if you go on Bing and you do Bing 2 on your mobile app, which I do every day, you get an extra 100 points for doing the searches on there. And the questionnaires, you get 10, 30, 10, or 10 and 10 and 10, or they mix it up. 15, 20, 10, 30. It doesn't matter. You're still getting points that way. So at the end of the day, you're doing well over 500 points or 400 points a day. Does the other companies offer you this? No, they don't. And you can go and get $25 gift cards, $50 gift cards, $100 gift cards, Xbox Ultimate Game Pass cards. So at the end of the day, we're winning, guys. At the end of the day, we're winning. And we're getting games in Game Pass every day. Every day, guys, we are getting games and winning with Game Pass, man. Xbox for the win, guys. And nobody else on any other console can do that. And thanks to Xbox, man, you don't have to use your hard-earned money. You could just do that. You know, and I think that deserves a round of applause, man, for us as diehard Xbox fans, what they're doing for us, man. I think that is really awesome. I think that is very awesome what they are doing for us here on the Xbox side. I want to give a shout out to the chat again. So big shouts out to the chat and everybody rocking out with me today. I want to give a shout out to my brother. I want to give a shout out to my brother Hebot. You know, big shouts out to brother Hebot. You know, and everybody that rocks out with us, man. So yeah, it's a win-win for us, guys. It's a win-win. It's a win-win for us, man. That deserves another rounds of applause, brother. And plus, look at games that are still going to be coming out that we're going to be rocking out on. Gears of War E-Day. We got a lot of games that are going to be coming out for us, guys. So it's a win-win with us, man. Let's read Retro Fusion. Xbox future is streaming. I think Microsoft is 10 years ahead of everyone else with how games are going to be consumed. And you know what? Retro Fusion, you're 100% right about that. They're always thinking ahead all the time. Look, when the Xbox One first came out, you guys in the chat, you brothers in the chat know this. You Xbox brothers know this. They were mad about DRM. Remember? They were very mad about the system always being online and different things that they were doing back then. They were thinking of the future of gaming back then. Okay, now the TV thing, yes, they made a little bit of mistake with that. We fixed that. Okay, but Xbox is always thinking out of the box and are always thinking ahead. That's why I told you, tell everybody, they're playing chess. PlayStation is still playing checkers. They're not going to ever be able to catch up. Look, listen. Our games that are going over there are keeping them alive. Do you hear them talking about any of their games? You might hear them talk about Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yotei or whatever for a little bit, but they always go back to talking about our games that are over there on their system. That's keeping them alive. They don't talk about Wolverine that much. They're talking Halo's in their mouth now 24/7. 24/7. That'll be in their mouth until 2026 and beyond. And yes, they're going to come out. And let me tell you what they're going to say. I'm going to tell you exactly what they're going to say. Oh, man, it looks way better on the PlayStation 5 Pro than the Xbox Series X. Yeah, it looks way better, man. This should have been on PlayStation from the beginning, man. This should have been a PlayStation game. It deserves to be over here. It deserves to be over here, not on Xbox. And it plays way better over here on the PlayStation, man. It looks way better. That's exactly what they're going to do. You'll see. They're going to do that. Watch. I know them like the back of my hand, man. I know them like the back of my hand. And if they want to go out there and say that, that's fine. Because you're not hurting me. You're playing my old-ass game that was 25 years old. It's an old game. I can say I don't care about it. I don't care. I've already beat it. You know how many times I've beaten Halo, guys? On a Master Chief, on the OG, what's the other one that was on the Xbox 360? I have that one. Is that the remake one, the Combat Evolved? I have that game physically. Do I have it right here so I can show you guys? Let me see. Do I have it? Nah, I think it's on my other shelf. Yeah, I don't think I have it right here, guys. But you know how many times that the Xbox brothers and the Xbox women, chicks that have beat that game, that beat Halo, please. And you act like it's something brand new. Really? Seriously? And then our brother Dave says, no, instead they think it needs to be a powerful console on the same level as Xbox Series X. No, the handheld is not meant to be that. And there's nothing with that in all honesty. I hear you, brother. Yeah, Halo Anniversary. That's right. I'm sorry. That's right. That's right, brother. Halo Anniversary, Emmanuel 1. That's what I meant to say. Halo Anniversary. And I do have that physically on the Xbox 360. I thought I had it right here. So I could refresh you guys and show you guys real quick. But I don't have it right here. Nah, I think it's over on the other shelf. But yeah, we've beat that game so many times. But guys, this is what I'm talking about. These guys are delusional. And you know what? You know what's the most funny part about it, guys? Let me Oh man. Oh no, it's Alex. I really don't like. I mean, he's funny. He's funny because he calls out these guys. And I've been watching the videos where he's calling out Reforged Gaming. Dude, he has me cracking up. Reforged is the worst. He's one of the worst. Him and Dreamcast Lies. He is the worst, bro. He's the worst. His own chat is calling him out. about Xbox. What's wrong with Xbox? Why you have a stick up in your ass about Xbox? Well, it's not about me, okay? I'm not talking about me, all right? We're talking about Halo coming over to the PlayStation. Why are you making this about me? Why are you making this about me? We're not talking about that. So maybe I need to put you in timeout, or maybe I need to get rid of you. Like, he's getting real mad at his chat. Because they're feeling the effects, guys. They're feeling the effects of the true gamers out here, and they keep getting called out all the time. All right? They keep getting called all the time, and I'm going to commend them for that, man. I'm going to give them a round of applause. Because they're calling them out, and they need to be called out. You know, they need to be called out, and I'm glad they're doing it. I'm glad they're doing it to Reforge Gaming. They're doing it to MBG. He's another one. That dude he's a hypocrite. And I know you're listening. I know you're listening, MBG. He's a hypocrite out here in the gaming community. Oh, I never said that. Why you guys got to pick on me? I'm just saying what they said on Reddit. You know, I'm not trying to say Xbox is this or that. But every day you're making videos, dummy, about how Xbox is dead, Xbox is trash, and it's garbage, and it's dead because Halo is coming over to PlayStation. You're a hypocrite. You're not a gamer. You can see that you're ultimate. They say, like, what's his name said, who said that? Was it oh no, it's Alex, one of them. All the stuff he has in the background. You say that you're Sony fanboy and you don't just cope for Sony, but you have all that shit in the background of your little studio that you have. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what I'm saying about them, guys. You know what I mean? They're in denial. You know, they're definitely in denial about everything. You know what I mean? So let's see what Dave said. Dave said, the original remastered of Halo ECE. That still holds up in my it does. Actually it does still hold up. It does still hold up. It looks great too. And that's the one where you can switch you can actually push the I think it's the back button. You can switch the button back to the old way it looked and to the new way it looked, to the old way it looked, to the new way it looked. And I think you can also do that on the Halo Combat Evolved. I think you can also do it on the Halo Master Chief Collection, Dave. I think you do it on there. And then Emmanuel A1 says Alex is two-faced. Yeah, he is. He doesn't like he even said that he doesn't like Xbox and PlayStation like that. I know he is. I just like him because he's funny. When he makes in front of these guys, it's funny the way he makes in front of these PlayStation trolls out here. You know, it's just funny the way he does it. You know, I know he is. I know he's two-faced. He's just funny, you know. What'd you say? And then he says he's two-faced though. He'll find any reason to dispute Xbox when it's possible. Yeah, I know he will because he's a console hater. He is a PC gamer. I know that. Him, Sigs and Serial, they are PC guys. I know they definitely are. You know what I mean? But he's definitely a PC dude. He is definitely a PC dude. Yeah. So, I mean, you say, but Xbox is trash. Well, you can, if you think Xbox is trash. I mean, do you own an Xbox? Do you own an Xbox? And we would like to know why Xbox is trash. Why is Xbox trash? Just tell us why you think Xbox is trash. You know, you say that Xbox made a lot of mistakes, but PlayStation has made a lot of mistakes too. PlayStation's made a ton of mistakes with what's going on over there. You guys have nothing to play over there. Oh, if you want to sell your Series X, brother, that's on you. I don't care. You could sell your Series X, your Xbox Series S, or whatever you have. That's fine with me. What are you playing now? What do you like PlayStation or PC? What are you playing now? I'm just giving you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you the benefit of the doubt. You can say what you want to say. I mean, you know, but if you start like if you start acting weird and like trolling, I'm just gonna block you. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm not gonna block you now, but I mean, you know, but you could say it all you want. PlayStation and Nintendo. Okay, but why do you have to come on my channel and say that Xbox is trash? Why do you have to come on my channel and say that Xbox is trash? Xbox is not trash. Xbox is not trash. Xbox been out for a long time, from the OG to the 360 to now, and there's a lot of great games, and there's a lot of great games that play on there. There's nothing wrong with Xbox. I don't come out and say that Sony PlayStation is trash. I'll say that you're. I'll say if you're a Sony troll, I'll say you're trash, because I don't play companies, dude. I play games. I own a lot of game systems, dude. I'm a collector of video games. I probably own more game systems than you do. I've been out here collecting games for years, bro. So, I mean, you can't tell me nothing, man. Well, yeah, Sony does make a lot of mistakes too, brother. They do. But what I'm trying to understand is, why do you have to come on here and say that Xbox is trash? Why can't you just say that Xbox just makes mistakes and that's it? Why do you have to come on and say that it's trash, man? Come on, bro. If you're playing Sony and Nintendo, okay, you play on two different consoles. Okay, I'm not gonna bash you because you like Nintendo or you like Sony, bro. So why do you have to come on my channel and say that my preferred console is trash? Because you still haven't answered my question. Why is Xbox trash? Tell us in the chat. Tell all my brothers in the chat why Xbox is trash. Tell me why Xbox is trash. Tell me why Xbox doesn't benefit the gamer with Ultimate Game Pass. What about MBG? Are you do you follow MBG? MBG does nothing but talk about Xbox is dead, Xbox is trash, and Xbox is garbage. That's all he does. These guys don't even play games. They never show any gameplay on their channels. All they do is talk crap about Xbox, dude. Baz, what's up, brother? You said MBG said it. You just agreed? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? You say because they keep lying constantly, gamers shutting down studios. Every company except for Nintendo, because they don't need to. Sony PlayStation shuts down studios, dude. Are they trash because they shut down studios? Blood, are they trash because they shut down studios? PlayStation also shuts down studios and lays people off, Blood. So are they trash because they do that? Everybody's marketing is not going to be great, Blood. Everybody's marketing is going to be great. The thing you're doing is you're going to these other channels that are nothing but trolls and hate Xbox, and you're saying the same things that they say. You're not Blood. You're not doing nothing but regurgitating what MBG says, what Reforged Gaming says, what Dreamcast guy says. All these guys that hate Xbox, Porter Roach, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, Blood. You're just on here regurgitating what they say. That's all you're doing. Not as many as Xbox. That doesn't matter, Blood. It doesn't matter how many. They still shut down studios and lay people off, Blood. It doesn't matter how many, dude. These are my words. He. See, because you can't take the heat, man. Yeah, it's your opinion, but you still can't take the heat. You're not answering my question. That's not really answering my question. They're not. Why are they trash because they shut down studios? Xbox is not trash because they shut down studios and lay people off. That's what happens in corporate worlds, Blood. I mean, do you know anything about business, Blood? Do you? Do you know anything about business, Blood? What heat? What's the question? Blood, do you know anything about business? You obviously don't, because there's all kind of companies that lay people off, okay, and things like that, brother. So what are you talking about? It's something. There's just some things that they have to do. Your Sony PlayStation does it too, dude. So obviously you don't know what you're talking about. You can't. You're going to call Microsoft and Xbox trash because they had to shut down studios and lay people off. Then well, if that's true, then you should call Sony PlayStation trash because they have shut down studios and they have laid people off. So are they trash or not, blood? That's a yes or no answer. Is Sony PlayStation and Sony as a company, are they trash because they shut down studios and they laid people off? Are they trash, blood? I'm going to give you one chance to answer me, blood, because if you don't, I'm going to block your ass. See, when I give you facts, you start, what are you talking about comparing? They're a video game company, blood. They're a video game company, blood. Let's read what he put up, guys. See, when I start giving you facts, you start comparing Sony and Nintendo. We're talking about Xbox. No, we're talking about gaming companies. We're talking about gaming companies, blood. Answer my question, blood. Sony PlayStation shuts down studios, okay, and laid people off. Are they trash? Answer my question, blood. I'm going to give you one more time to answer my question, or I'm going to block you. Because you're showing me that you're not a true gamer and you're just trolling. Answer the question, blood. You got 5 seconds, blood, to answer the question. Is Sony PlayStation trash when they shut down studios and they lay people off? 5 seconds, blood. Not trash? Okay, if they're not trash, blood, why are you calling Microsoft and Xbox trash? Because they did the same thing that Sony did by laying people off and shutting down studios. Why are you calling it trash when your company, Sony PlayStation, does the same thing? Huh? I got to let you go, blood. I got to let you go because you're showing me that you're a troll. You're not a true gamer out here in these gaming streets. And you just said yourself that it's not they're not trash. But yet, when it's Xbox, they're trash, right? Because here's the thing. You hate Xbox, okay? You don't like Xbox, and you listen to everybody else that's out there about them being trash, about them laying people off and everything, because I can tell when you're talking about Xbox that you listen to MBG, that you listen to Reforge Gaming, that you listen to Porter Rock. I know you do. And Dreamcast Lies. I know you do, dude. I know you do. I know you do, dude. Okay, I own Sony PlayStation. I own Nintendo's. The Switch. I own a PS4. Okay, but I'm not calling Sony PlayStation trash because they laid people off and they shut down studios. Why are you in here? Blood, why are you in here? Why are you in here, blood? Because you are a Sony PlayStation troll. You're a Sony PlayStation troll that's in my chat because you answered my question right. You answered my question right, blood. You answered my question right. I asked you why, and you said they're not trash, but they did the same thing. They did the same thing that Xbox has done by laying people off, blood, and shutting down studios. So what is that telling me about you, blood? What is your question, blood? What is your question, blood? Say your question. Say your question, blood. Say your question. What did I do wrong? Not like the same console you like. Blood, I'm not asking you or telling you to like the same console that I like. What I don't like is when people like you come in my chat and call my preferred console trash, and it's not trash. Okay? Because at the end of the day, none of the consoles are trash. All right? There's games that people like on Nintendo. There's games that people like on Xbox. There's games that people like on Sony PlayStation. Okay? The Xbox is not trash. The Xbox have broken barriers in gaming. They were in the Guinness Book World of Records with Halo. Okay? They have achieved a lot in gaming. And for you to come in here and disrespect a game system that has done a lot for the gaming industry, okay, and brought wonderful, awesome games to people that love Halo, that love Forza, that love Gears of War, and then you come out and call our console trash? Really? Retro Fusion Gaming in here said, I think PlayStation is trash. I don't care if it doesn't hurt your feelings. I don't care. Look, Blood, if it doesn't hurt your feelings, okay, that's fine. But why are you here? You wanted to come in here because we're Xbox-centric channel, and you wanted to come in here and troll and call Xbox trash. Xbox is not trash. Okay? It's not. It's not trash. I'm done talking to you, Blood. To talk about Xbox, to talk about it, calling it trash? It's not trash, dude. None of the consoles, Blood, are you're not a true, see, to me, you're not a true gamer. You're not. The Xbox is not trash. Hey, chat, everybody in the chat that's in here, okay, besides Blood, is Xbox trash? Put a 1 if it's not trash. Put a 1, guys, if Xbox is not trash. And mind you, Blood, everybody that you see in my chat plays on everything. Most of them play on everything. They play on Xbox. They play on PC. They play. There's guys in here that have PS5s. There's guys in here that have Switches. There's guys in here that have Xboxes. What's the 2 for, Blood? What's the 2 for, Blood? Nobody said nothing about a 2, Blood. What's the 2 for, man? This is how I know. This is how I know you're a troll, Blood. And I'm gonna have to let you go, man, because I'm a positive channel. We talk about games. We talk about Xbox. I told people on here, you know, I talk about the games that I like and play on the PlayStation. I don't never call the PlayStation trash. Do you know what's trash? Do you know what's trash though, Blood, out here? People that want to come into other eccentric channels and talk trash about their preferred console and spread toxicity out here in the gaming community. That's who you are, Blood. You do nothing but spread toxicity out here in the gaming community because somebody likes Xbox and wants to talk good about Xbox games, but yet you want to come into my channel and say that it's trash. Let's talk about the next Xbox. You don't know nothing about the next Xbox, Blood. And don't bring up Sarah Bond saying that it's going to be a premium console and it might cost $1,500 because you're not going to do nothing but regurgitate what other people said that speculated what it might be. They're going on rumors, Blood. They're going on rumors, Blood. What are you, Blood? Are you like a rumor mill, dude? Are you a rumor mill, dude, Blood? You listen to everybody else. You should be ashamed of yourself, Blood. You honestly, as a gamer, Blood, you should be ashamed of yourself. You don't think for yourself. You listen to everybody else, Blood. You listen to everybody else out here, dude. You go to all these channels and you listen to all these guys that are nothing but Sony PlayStation trolls. They don't even play games like that, Blood. They don't even play games like that. They're on here every day with Xbox in their mouth. Xbox, 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 Xbox. Xbox is dead. Xbox, Xbox. Xbox is trash. They never put up any gameplay. They never talk about games that are coming to PlayStation. The Nintendo dudes have nothing to do with it. They're not really out here talking much trash. There's one guy here that might talk trash. It's more you PlayStation guys that talk trash. Oh, here we go. What did you say? And do you want to think they will fix Windows? I'm not talking about Windows right now, Blood. We're talking about the Xbox right now. And we're talking about games. You're deflecting. You were deflecting, Blood. You're deflecting, Blood. I'm going to buy the next Xbox if it's a PC hybrid. That's why I'm asking. What games then? What are you talking about, Blood? I thought you were cool at first, but for you to come out here and just say that that Xbox is trash is ridiculous, because it's not trash. There's no game system out here. Well, brother Retro Fusion, like he said, Retro Fusion believes that your PlayStation is trash. So people can have their own opinions, Blood. Okay, but you know what, Blood? At the end of the day, the console wars are over. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something, Blood. With Microsoft and Xbox, okay, you were never your preferred console or the PlayStation you plan. They were never competition, Blood. They were never ever competition ever with Sony and with Microsoft and Xbox. You're not competition. PlayStation has never been competition. They can't even stay afloat without us helping them, Blood. How is it, Blood? Answer me this question, Blood. How is it that an old game like Forza Horizon 5 that was over here on the Xbox first, and it's a born and bred game, went over to Xbox, and it is keeping Xbox. It went over to PlayStation, and it's keeping PlayStation numbers up. Tell me that, Blood. Tell me how an Xbox game can come over and be number one on PlayStation charts when it's not even a PlayStation game, Blood. It's not even a PlayStation game, Blood. How is it that when Xbox games go over to another console that it's keeping them relevant? Because before Forza Horizon 5 was over there, you had nothing to talk about. You had no games to talk about. Forza is a good game sell. That's right, Blood. You're right. You're absolutely right. But your console has no identity anymore, Blood. Your console has no identity anymore. You know what has identity for your PlayStation? Xbox games. Your PlayStation is an Xbox. Did you know that, Blood? Did you know that the PlayStation is an Xbox, Blood? It's an Xbox, Blood, because our games are keeping you relevant. But you know what? For every Forza Horizon 5 game you bought, that money comes back over to the Xbox ecosystem, dude. Yes, they are Xbox fans. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? You're damage controlling and you're deflecting. You won't answer the question, Blood. Why is it that when an Xbox game goes over to PlayStation, it does better than your own games, Blood? Answer the question, Blood. Why is it that when Forza Horizon 5 went over there was nobody talking about Wolverine? There was nobody talking about games that are supposedly coming out for PlayStation because you didn't have nothing coming out, Blood. You had nothing to play. You had nothing to play on the PS5. And also the PS5 also outperforms the PS5 Pro with certain games. But there's nobody talking about that because the PS5 Pro was nothing but a cash grab. That's all it was. It doesn't do better than Gran Turismo? Yes, it does. Forza is the number one racing simulator game, and Gran Turismo cannot hold a candle to Forza Motorsport. Oh, matter of fact, where is Gran Turismo at right now, Blood? Is there a new Gran Turismo game coming out, Blood? Is there a new Gran Turismo game coming out, Blood? The only time Gran Turismo ever did good, Blood, was on PlayStation 1, and that is it. That was their billion-dollar baby back then. It sold over 18 million when it was PlayStation 1. Blood. It's not better than Forza Motorsport. Blood. What are you talking about? The new Gran Turismo is not. The newest Gran Turismo that came out was garbage. Blood. It was not better than Forza Motorsport. It wasn't better than Forza Motorsport 7. Gran Turismo always sells. It sells, but it doesn't sell, and it's not a better racing game. I play Gran Turismo, Blood. I play racing games, Blood. It's not a better racing game than Forza Motorsport. It's not, Blood. You're sadly mistaken. It's not, Blood. It's not a better racing game, man. Okay, I played both games and it's not better. Drive Club wasn't good either. Okay, so I know the games. I mean, you're talking to a dude that plays video games and collects video games that I've been collecting for over 30 years, Blood. So you can't tell me anything, Blood. I'm an OG out here, dude. I have gaming consoles that are probably older than you. You came to enjoy content, but you came in here calling the Xbox trash. You started it with calling the Xbox trash. It's not trash, Blood. Anyways, man, let me get back to my brothers in here, dude. Let me go back. I don't like people that come in here and, they want to keep going on and want to call Xbox trash when you're in an Xbox-centric channel. You know what I mean? We're in here trying to talk. Well, anyways, guys, we're going to go through the chat, but let's go on with the rest of what I was going to say, man, before he started with his stuff. So let me just go on. What's up, Yazbaz? And Yazbaz says, guys, at the end of the day, Xbox has grown its business and it's doing everything possible to sustain its developers. And yes, it is. They're doing really good. They're doing great. Look, I don't put nobody down. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second, guys. I got to do something real quick. I don't put nobody down, okay? Hold on a second, guys. My battery's dying on my laptop because I took it down in my game room and I got to plug it in. So give me a second here so we can keep chatting. Hopefully it won't go out. So hold on a second. So let me go here in my house in my living room here. Plug it in. All right. All right, guys, you still there? All right, listen. I had to plug my PC in, my gaming laptop. All right, guys. So let's talk about this. I need to talk and get this off my chest here. Somebody out here in the Xbox gaming community liked to talk and be disrespectful to Miss Sarah Bond, and that's Tim Dog. Tim Dog came out and said Sarah Bond slept her way to the top in Microsoft with Microsoft to get where she's at today. And I'm here to tell you, Tim Dog, you're a bastard and you're a jackass for saying something so dumb and stupid like that, and you need to be called out about it, dude. How dare you disrespect Miss Sarah Bond that is out here doing things for the Xbox gaming community? She's very well respected. Not just in the Xbox gaming community, but in the gaming community in general. And for you to come out and say, so what if that was your wife, Tim Dog? What if somebody came out and said that your wife slept her way to the top at her job? How would you feel about that, Tim Dog? And I hope that Sarah Bond finds out that you did this, and I hope she does something about it, because that's very disrespectful what you said, dude. That is very disrespectful what you said about Miss Sarah Bond. for you to come out and say something like that, brother. That is very disrespectful for you to say that, dude. Not even a gaming brother that you would come out and say something like that. It's very disrespectful. This is what I'm talking about. You guys are so mad. And you guys fight so bad over plastic boxes, and you want to keep console warring going on, that you would come out and say something stupid asinine like that, Tim Dog. I know you're on the PlayStation side, and that's fine. You used to be an Xbox dude, and that's fine. If you want to go over with PlayStation, you want to go with Mooch and them, that's fine. Talk about PlayStation, or Xbox doesn't have any games, or Xbox is garbage and all that. But why in the hell would you come out and say something like that about Miss Sarah Bond, dude? And I know you hear me, Tim Dog. I know you hear me. Why would you come out and say something like that? That doesn't make any sense for you to come out and say something about Miss Sarah Bond like that, brother. You're very disrespectful. You used to be respected in the gaming community back in the day, Tim Dog, and you should be ashamed of yourself for coming out and talking about Miss Sarah Bond like that, saying that she slept her way to the top. You're very disrespectful for saying something like that. What if somebody said that your mom slept her way to the top? How would you feel about that, Tim Dog? Because she got kids. She's a mother. So how would you feel, Tim Dog, if somebody said your mom slept her way to the top? And I want you guys to go back and tell him what I said. How would you feel if somebody said your mom slept her way to the top, Tim Dog? You need to come out and you need to apologize about what you said about Miss Sarah Bond. And I hope she holds you accountable for what you said, because that's very disrespectful. Miss Sarah Bond has nothing to do with your console wars. And for you to say something like that is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Because if somebody was talking about your mom or your grandma or your wife that way, how would you feel about it? This shows you guys, listen guys in the chat, my brothers, my true Xbox brothers, my true gaming brothers that are true gamers out here. For anybody out here to bring somebody like Miss Sarah Bond into console wars and say something like that is not a man. Okay? He's not a man for what he said about Miss Sarah Bond. Let me tell you what he is. He's scum. He is scum for coming out and saying something like that about Miss Sarah Bond. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful for him to come out and say something like that, guys, about Miss Sarah Bond. She's the president of Xbox, and she's trying to do the best that she can to make everybody comfortable in the Xbox gaming community and Xbox and gaming in general comfortable about things that they're doing. Listen, every company is not going to be perfect. Okay, I'm not saying that Xbox is perfect. I'm not saying that Xbox doesn't make mistakes. But keep in mind, PlayStation makes mistakes. Nintendo makes mistakes. Okay, these gaming companies, they're businesses. Businesses make mistakes. Netflix makes mistakes. Amazon makes mistakes. Walmart makes mistakes. Do you get what I'm saying? Everybody makes mistakes, and there's times we might have to cut people's jobs. Okay, I don't want nobody to lose their jobs. I didn't want any studios to close down, but sometimes you have to do that. It's just the way it is, guys. Sometimes people might get laid off at Walmart. People might get laid off at Netflix. People might get laid off at Amazon or something like that. Okay? It happens in every business. Everybody acts like it just happens in the gaming business and it's just the end of the world. It's business at the end of the day, guys. Xbox is a business. Nintendo is a business. And PlayStation is a business, because at the end of the day, let's be clear about what I'm going to say. At the end of the day, they're out here to make money. If they make a decision that you don't like, oh well. You either don't support them anymore and you move on. If you don't like Xbox, okay, and you sold your Xbox and you want to move on to a PC, or you just want to be on PlayStation, or you just want to be on Nintendo, fine. I'm not going to beat you up over it. I don't care. You do what you want to do. You do what you want to do. Look, I'm not mad at, I'm going to say this, Blood, I'm not mad at you. All right? I just don't like when people come on my channel and say and call something trash. It's not trash, man. Xbox has come a long way, man. I'm not saying that they never made mistakes. One of the best Xboxes were ever made was the Xbox 360. Okay? It's not trash, man. If you're going to be a gamer, you don't have to call it trash. I mean, you could not like stuff about it, and that's fine. I understand, but brother, it's not trash. You know? Have a little bit more decorum, blood. If you're a gamer out here, man, have a little bit more decorum about yourself, man. Out here in these gaming streets, man. If you don't like the business practices that Xbox does, okay, that's your opinion. I can't change your opinion, and I don't want to. If that's what you think, brother, that's fine. But it's not trash. You know, come on, man. But this is one of the reasons why I want to do the little podcast today, because basically about what Tim Dog said about Sarah Bond. Okay, that is ridiculous, and he should definitely be held accountable for. Where's that at? I'm gonna read what Dave wrote something. Sarah Bond is beautiful, but also intelligent, friendly person who's just doing her job. She just wants Xbox and PC gamers to be able to play Xbox games on the go, and is growing the Xbox like Phil Spencer. 100% on what my brother Dave said, man. He gets a round of applause, my man. That's awesome, Dave. Awesome, brother. Awesome, man. That is awesome, man. Oh, and okay, that's it. Back to Xbox. It's not trash. Okay, man. Cool. Hey, Blood. Cool, man. Let's make peace then, bro. Cool. Listen, Blood. If you like PlayStation, man, more power to you. Okay, I could prove to you. I don't hate. Look, I got a lot of brothers out here that do hate PlayStation. All right, I don't need to mention their names. They'll tell you themselves when they come on the shows. They want PlayStation to die, and they hate PlayStation for some of the business practices that they did back in the day when it came to Sega. Okay, because they did do some messed up stuff to when Sega came out. They wanted to be number one. They didn't want Nintendo to go anywhere, and they wanted Nintendo and Sega and Sega to disappear. Okay, that was bad business practices back then. Okay, bad business practices. Okay, I like some of the game. Like, I'll tell you what I like on PlayStation, brother. Let me tell you, as a true gamer, what I like on PlayStation. My brothers out here already know this. I like a lot of the shoot 'em ups on PlayStation. On PlayStation, I like a lot of shoot 'em ups. I have a PlayStation 2. All right, I have a PlayStation 1 also. I bought a lot of shoot 'em ups on the PlayStation 2, Blood. That didn't come out for the original Xbox. The original Xbox, brother, they had one shooter that came out on there. It's very expensive now. I do have it. But the PlayStation 2, man, they had a lot of shoot 'em ups that came out on there. And I bought Split Heat on there. I bought what else did I buy on there? Split Heat, Raiden, one of the Raiden games. I bought what's the other one? Final R-Type on there. And then on my PlayStation 1, I bought Darius Gaiden on there. I bought Ray Storm on there. There's another one. I can't pronounce it. It's a cool Japanese shoot 'em up game that I bought on there. Evil West. I bought Evil West. That's a good fighting game that I bought Evil Zone that I bought on the PlayStation 1. They have great shoot 'em up games, shmup games on there, man. They have great shmup games that never came to any other console. And if you wanted to play those games, guess what? You had to buy them on that console. I don't think it's fair that happened, but at that time and era, you had to. You just had to. So I enjoy those games like that. I got a lot of shoot 'em ups on my PS4. I got the Darius games on there, physical. I bought shoot 'em ups that you can buy digitally, brother. Different things like that. I like their shoot 'em ups, man. Remember, I said I bought a Series X. Won't buy something I don't like. Look, that's fine, brother. That's fine. If you don't like the Series X and it wasn't for you, brother, I respect your opinion. I respect what you did. I do. And that's no cap. If you don't like it and it wasn't for you, that's fine. If you like the PS5 blood, that's fine. That's what you like, man. I don't care, man. If that's what you like, look, as long as you're playing games, brother. And to me, if you're being positive about your games, you like your Nintendo, that's fine, bro. I told you, I don't have no allegiance to nobody. I prefer the Xbox, okay, and the Xbox ecosystem. Yes, it is my console of choice, brother. But I'm not going to go out here and bash anything else because I like my preferred console, okay? But I will defend my console, okay? Because I know it's not trash, okay? And a lot of my brothers out here know it's not trash. My brothers that are in the chat right now. I don't only game on console, bro. My preferred console is the Xbox, but I have a PC laptop that I can play Ultimate Game Pass on. So I also game on my PC, man. And I game, like I said, on my Nintendo Switch. One, I'm not going to buy a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm not paying $500. And I game on my PS4 Slim. I have a PS4 Slim. I got that, I think, last year sometime. I did a trade and I got my PS4 Slim because they have shoot 'em ups on there that I like. And I'm a gamer at the end of the day. But my preferred console is definitely Xbox, man. What's up, Hey, Jake? What's up, bro? What's up, man? What's up? And Blood? I'm not gonna ban you, bro. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm not gonna ban you. I'm not gonna put you in time out. You're always welcome to come back, Blood. All right, man. Much respect to you, brother. Let's just smash it, bro. You're always welcome to come back. You're allowed to give your opinion, Blood. You're allowed to give your opinions, brother. I'm not saying that you can't. All right, you're always allowed to come. You can come back anytime you want, brother. If you want to come out and you see me on here on the podcast that I do with my brothers or anything like that, bro, you're always welcome to come back, man. You know, I appreciate you for, you know what I mean? There's just some things that I disagree with, man. Okay, I don't hate you or anything like that, brother. I welcome you to come back, my man. Okay, if you want to rock out your PlayStation, bro, play that PlayStation. Buy them Halo games. Buy the Forzas, man. If you'd rather play them games on there, that's fine. You know, listen, Blood, some Xbox guys are mad about that. Okay, they really are. One of the reasons why I think they're mad about that, the game's been out on the Xbox for over 25 years, dude. Halo's been out for 25 years, and all I'm saying is for people to come out now, Blood, this is no cap, Dave, no cap, everybody in the chat, no cap. For people to come out right now that are on PlayStation and act like, and Gears too, that's my favorite game, Blood. Gears is my game, bro. But for them to come out, if E-Day comes out on there, cool. Buy that shit, bro. Play them games. Buy the game, man. Buy the games, man. Support gaming, bro. Buy the game, man. But what I'm saying, for them to come out now and act like the game Halo is brand new is a slap in the face to the Xbox gaming community. You could have always been playing those games. The Halo game has been out for 25 years, Blood. For them to come out and act like it's brand new because it's coming on PlayStation 5 is asinine, Blood. It's been out on the original. It was born on the original Xbox. It did phenomenal and leaps and bounds for the Xbox 360. And they pushed the envelope with the Xbox Series S and X and the Xbox One consoles. There's a lot of people that did not like Halo 5. I don't know why. Some people say they were racist against Halo 5 because it had a black character. Okay? Some people really believed that, and some of that could be true. Maybe somebody they wanted just to be Master Chief. They didn't want to play as a black character. I'm sorry. This is reality. Some people don't like playing as women as a lead in a game, and some people don't like playing as black characters in a lead. Let's just be honest. There's people out there that don't like that. That's fine, but to me, that's being racist. You know what I mean? If that it's being kind of racist, though. Why do you care if there's a black lead in a game? You're playing a video game. It's a video game, guys. If you're playing as a woman, it's a video game. Okay, that's all, man. I mean, why would you be mad because you're playing as a black man or a white woman or a Mexican woman or man or something that's a lead in a game. Come on, man. It's video games, man. Yeah, racist and sexist, brother. There you go. I like video games, man. Look, for years, guys, we've been playing video games as what? We'd be on our Sega Genesises or Nintendos or PlayStations or Sega Saturn or whatever. Most of the characters were what? Oriental, Japanese, or Chinese, right? They were. I mean, yes, there was games that did have white characters, white men, you know, Rambo guys, you know, white men and stuff. There was a couple of times where there were games like there were games with black characters back in the day. But listen, guys, back in the days of the old Nintendo and the old systems. Okay, mind me, I know I own these systems still today. There's no black characters. And there was not really a lot of women characters. The first woman character that people didn't know about that got mad about actually was Metroid. When she took her helmet off, there were actually people mad that it was a woman that was Metroid. They thought it was a man. People forget about that. There were people that were like, "What the hell? It's a woman?" Because that was the lead character. It was in Metroid was a woman. Does that make it a bad game? No, it doesn't. Metroid is a really good game that's on Nintendo. They made phenomenal games back then, you know? But that's why I wanted to get off my chest really, though, guys. It was about the disrespect that Tim Dog said about Sarah Bond. Let's go through the chat. Let me go back up. Let's go back up to the chat. We're not gonna read like we're not gonna, let's see. Like Retro Fusion said, let's be real. She's just doing what Microsoft has a whole once done. Microsoft wants everyone on Windows. They are using Xbox to get there. Look, you know what, Retro Fusion? Let's break that down real quick because, guys, I don't want to be here too long. How long have we been on right now? 1 hour and 34 minutes. Back in the day, people hated Microsoft on Windows. That's still relevant today that people hate Windows. It just is. There's a lot of people that hate Windows, you know, and they don't like Microsoft. A lot of people hate Microsoft. No, they might not. Some of them might not hate them, but they don't like them. But at the end of the day, Sarah Bond is doing her job, man. And for Tim Dog to come out and say something like that, you need to be smacked in your mouth, dude. You really do. You need to be bitch slapped. Seriously. For you to come out and disrespect this woman out here that is trying to do things great for the gaming community. She's very nice. She's very respectful, and she's for the gamers, brother. She's for the gamers, man. What are you getting mad because she said that exclusives shouldn't be exclusive anymore? Is that one of the things why you're mad, Tim Dog? Seriously, bro? If you can play your games, if you can play, and let's say you like God of War. Let's use this as an example. God of War has been out forever. If you could have played God of War on a PlayStation, right? But if God of War was to come out on the Xbox and you have an Xbox and you want to play God of War and you never played it before, would you buy God of War on your Xbox? I would. I played God of War. I don't like God of War. I've played it. My favorite game on the PlayStation, told you guys, was Resistance. Resistance 1, 2, and 3. I beat all three of them. Okay? If Resistance came out right now on the Xbox, I'm going to buy Resistance. I liked the game. I'm going to support it. But I bought Death Stranding. Death Stranding used to be exclusive to PlayStation. I bought Death Stranding. Yeah, it's a walking simulator. It's a little weird or whatever. I bought Sifu. I have Sifu. Sifu was on the PlayStation. I have it. So I'm still supporting the developers that made Hideo Kojima, Death Stranding. I bought it. I'm a gamer. Xbox guys buy games. So please don't believe when you have these these PlayStation trolls out here saying that we don't buy games. We buy games. We support the developer, and we support Ultimate Game Pass. We support Xbox. We like Xbox. We support Xbox. Okay? We buy games. We're buying games all the time. We're buying Ultimate Game Pass all the time. And that's one of the things that they hate the most. They hate Game Pass. And then one of the reasons why they hate Game Pass is because we get games day and date, and we don't have to pay $70 when they drop in there. Okay? We're paying already. Developers are already being paid, guys. When Ninja Gaiden 4 dropped in there, they were already paid. When Double Fine dropped Keeper in there, they were already paid. So they're not doing the developers wrong, guys. They're not. Catch up with the chat. You don't like Death Stranding? You love God of War? All right. That's cool, blood. Yeah, man. I thought Death Stranding, it's a weird game. You get an achievement if you pee on a mushroom and it grows or something. It's very weird. Like, I have to go back to play it. If you guys might not remember this because you guys might be younger, but there was an old show called The Bionic Woman. And it was an old show that came out after The Bionic Man. The lady that you see in the blonde hair that's laying in the bed in Death Stranding, that's her. That's the Bionic Woman that actually played the Bionic Woman in the show The Bionic Woman. I forgot her real name. But she's a character in Death Stranding. If you guys didn't know that, you know that now. I think she talks to him, or she's lying in a bed, or she's sick or something. That's the actual woman's face and everything from the Bionic Woman that was on in the 70s. And it's her voice. I can't remember her name, but she's in Death Stranding. It's a really strange, weird game, but guess what? It's okay. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's great. It's okay, you know? It is, brother. It is. It is a good vibe. I'm glad you said that, bud. I'm glad you said that, man. It really is, man. It is a great value, bro. I'm not just saying it because it's on Xbox. I'm saying it because it's a great value. With the way things are right now, blood, with the government being shut down, people not having money, different things like that. A lot of people can't afford to buy $70 games, even on PlayStation or definitely Nintendo. They want to charge you $80 for some of their games. Nobody can't really afford to buy that, man. So if you can afford, if you can save up like $15, $15 one week, $15 next week, that's $30. You can buy 1 month of Ultimate Game Pass and play games for a month, and you can be saving up. If you have a little job, you can save up in that. You get paid every 2 weeks, right? Some people get paid every week. You can buy more Ultimate Game Pass, man. You're not breaking the bank. That's the thing about Xbox. You're not breaking the bank. Like, look, Blood here right now. He just said he didn't like his Xbox Series X. But if Blood wanted to buy Ultimate Game Pass, he could buy a nice computer, right? And buy PC Ultimate Game Pass and play Xbox games on there if he doesn't choose to play on an Xbox. Now, I usually don't do that. My brothers get mad when I do that because we don't like to tell people. People already should know that, and I'm pretty sure Blood knows that. But I'm just saying that's what you can do. If you don't want to own a console, you can play on your PC, man. It's all about where you want to play your games. Listen to Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond. It's where you want to play. You dig? It's where you want to play, man. That's what it's really all about, brother. It's where you want to play. All right, so on that note, guys, I'm going to get going. It's almost 2 hours. But big shouts out to Miss Sarah Bond. I congratulate you, Miss Sarah Bond, on things that you're trying to do for us in gaming. Everybody might not appreciate what's going on with Xbox and might disagree, but I want to give a big shout out to Miss Sarah Bond. She didn't deserve that disrespect from Tim Dog for saying what he said, saying that she slept her way to the top. You're a scumbag. You really are. You're a scumbag, man. You are. You're a scumbag, and you should be ashamed of yourself for saying that about disrespecting a woman of her stature. For you to say something like that, man, you're very disrespectful. Big shouts out to Miss Sarah Bond for everything she does for us in gaming. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going, man. Have a good day, Blood. Have a good day, everybody. Actually, let me shout out everybody before I end the podcast. Let me give everybody a shout out, man. Let me go all the way back to the top. All right. Let me give a big shout to Adidas 20, man. He was the first one in here. Salute to you, my brother. Keep playing that keeper, man. Beat the game. It's awesome. I beat the keeper last week, and I beat Ninja Gaiden 4 or Ninja Gaiden 4 this morning. I beat that this morning, man. That's done. It's a great game. No spoilers, but man, it is the ending is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Put it this way. At the end, you see some of the power of the Series X. Phenomenal game, man. Shout out to my brother, Others Inc. Thank you for coming in. Shouts out to my brother, Tool Man. That's my man there, man. Big shouts out to big brother, Tool Man. Hey, brother, let's try to play some Gears of War later if you're on. Maybe later on this evening, man, or tomorrow or something like that if you're on, brother. Let's see. Maybe we'll try to play some tonight, bro. But I will catch up with you, Tool Man, and I'll talk to you on the Xbox. You know that, man. Big shouts out to Retro Fusion Gaming, man. Big shouts out to you, brother. Thank you it's good to see you, Retro, man. It's really good to see you out here, man. I'm glad you came in, man. I'm glad you're all right. Good to see you, man. And keep doing your work on YouTube, man. Keep doing your work on there. I see your little shorts and videos, man. Keep doing that, brother. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing you. Big shouts out to, we got Retro Fusion, Tool, man. Big shouts out to our brother, Emmanuel A1. What's up, brother? I'm holding it down. I'm trying, man. Big shouts out to Slick Slayer, always in the building. Big shouts out to Slick Slayer and the podcast he'd be on with the brothers, the Realists and all them. Big shouts out to them, man. They have a great podcast, man. Great podcast, brother. Big shouts out to him, man. Big shouts out to Dave Cohen. Dave, I'm going to tell you what. Dave always comes in here with the facts, with the positivity, with gaming. Dave has been with us, with me Unlimited, with the Unlimited Truth, the Wrecking Crew podcast, the Xbox Forever podcast, when we had the Exile. He's just always been here and had great support. Big shout out to Smitty Smith also. Big shout out to Poseidon, brothers that weren't in here because they're probably busy doing something. Killer Chauvin, all those guys. Big Money B. Big shouts out to Big Money B. And let's give a big shout out, last but not least, to Mr. Blood. Mr. Blood. And Yaz Baz, brother Yaz Baz. Thank you guys for coming in here. Thank you for coming in here, Blood. And remember, Blood, you're always welcome, brother, to come back in here and rock out with us, man. All right. And hey, let's let bygones be bygones. Keep gaming, guys. And hey, just enjoy what you like, man. Enjoy what you like, man. At the end of the day, guys, it's all about gaming. And remember, guys, play games, not companies, man. Peace and love, guys. Xbox for life. We don't die, we multiply. And remember, baby, we're eating good over here. Peace.